The team has done a great job establishing a strong lead and keeping opposing teams at bay throughout the game. How does the team plan to get back to that as they move into next week's game?
I think first off, you have to give a ton of credit to Cal. So remember, Cal took LSU to 5 and probably should have won. It was like 15-13 in the fifth, I think. And they outdug them by like 20 to 30 digs. So when you have a team that's as scrappy as they are with their libero, they were scooping balls, and then you give opportunities. It's always about transition in this game, like scoring opportunities. And Cal has a lot of scoring opportunities. They have to figure out their setter-hitter connection in arms, and they're already doing that. That is a very, very good and very, very dangerous team, and we fell right into what that was. That was not we let them in the game. That was them producing and giving us a lot of frustration. Because we ended up hitting 197, but we were hitting like negative 065 for like 2.5 sets. And that's a lot. Now on our side, I would say we need to be a lot better in attacking the court, right? I thought we dug, 52 digs each. We had 15 blocks to their 6. So clearly we're playing defense. We're just not scoring the ball is what I would say. So next week is going to be about not necessarily the defensive side of things, but transition and killing the ball.
Yeah, Coach, obviously I think that was a big point of the game. 15 team blocks, there's 6.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just talk about the impact, having that domination at the net kind of has on the game. And was that a point of focus in your preparation for this game for you guys?
So I think one of the biggest, I was a men's coach forever, and it was all about siding out and serving the crap out of the ball and all those things. On the women's side, I've learned a great deal of how big it is to turn points, transition, and that's a 3-phase process. First off, can you serve the ball tough? That's the first line of defense. And then how do you block? And then how do you dig to trans, right? Those are the 3 basic things. And we were very low in those categories for the last 5 years. So there's been a premium on defense in general within these walls. I would say it's so. Yes, we want to block 15 ball. We want to do those things, but we want to dig and trans. We want to do all of it. And there's, I would say I would almost say it's 70% like focus on that side of the ball for us right now, throughout.
And Coach, you already mentioned inconsistencies with attacks. I also noticed there were some inconsistencies with serving as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you to give away all the sauce, but how does the team plan to fine-tune and sharpen these things as you head into Big Ten conference games? And is there anything else the team will be working on in this next week?
All right, so I have no problem sharing sauce. I don't think there's any sauce, but we had 10 service aces and 12 service errors. I would classify that as a extremely good night serving for us. I think there were a couple aces at the end, right? I think we tallied up 3 or 4, or whatever it was, at the end of the match or the 4th set, so it kind of padded it a little bit. But anytime you're only missing 12 serves in a 4-set match, I'm pretty happy with that. You want to get around below 20%. You want to get around 12-15% service error. And my guess is that we were around 9, 10, 11% today. So today was actually a good serving day is what I would tell you.
Coach, I want to talk about that second set. Obviously, after you lose a set that's really tightly contested and competitive, that can be a big momentum shifter. What did you guys say in that locker room to kind of come out strong and win the next 2?
We have a lot of phrases, a lot of things that we say. One is good teams are motivated, great teams are disciplined. And I thought we were pretty undisciplined in that second set. And so it wasn't about changing a whole lot or we have to do something uniquely different. We had to get more discipline in all the small areas. Like, are you charging on defense? Are you hitting extreme and you don't need to? Are you able to throw at the net? Are you out of a timeout? You're serving the ball 40 feet out of bounds. Like, just little small undisciplined errors is what I would say. And so I thought we were more focused in those areas, and it allowed us to kind of gain a little bit more momentum, and then we get more creative, and then we get more, it's more fun time for us. So, which was the fourth set.
And my next question is, the freshman and sophomore class has had an incredible showing this year and been excellent leaders for their team. We've also seen great leadership from McGinnis and Adonia. This is a relatively young team with strong performance and great leadership by both new and senior team members. What do you think this means for the future of the USC volleyball program? And also, like, what are you looking forward to as y'all head into the Big Ten Conference?
You always have to be careful where we answer these things, Jeremy. Like, it's just like, that's a good question. It's a two-part answer. Number one, I was hired to compete and win national championships. So everything that we talk and do and act is going to be about what that is. So it's not a surprise for us. It's taken some time, but I think we're starting to play the volleyball and the brand and style that we need to play. And I think there's been a lot of people before here that's helped guide us and get us to where we need to be. And so I think these young, talented players see that, understand that, and as you guys say, they understand the assignment. And we have leadership. I mean, Adonia came in and hit 467 and hasn't been on the floor. And that's a stud. She's just a stud human, stud player, and she's gonna figure it out. It's just a lot of really good humans in one building that are all about the same thing. And when you have that, and you have direction, and you have discipline and consistency, then you can get to some spaces that other people cannot. And so it's not an accident that we are now 9-1. I don't believe it's an accident, and I don't mean that arrogantly. I just believe in this team. So the goal is to always win the Big Ten and to always win the national championship, and it's just how we operate and how we are going to do things. And it does not matter what the noise on the outside says or whatever. That is what we talk about, and we try to act and we try to duplicate and push for within these walls.
Coach, looking ahead to the next matchup, number 13, Penn State, just coming off a 3-0 win, conference opponent. Just what are your kind of keys that you're looking at? Anything you have to say about that matchup coming up? Obviously, it's an important one.
Well, they're the reigning national champs. And Penn State, if people Google it or they pay attention, they're always in the mix, and they're always high level, and they're always elite. And that coaching staff is elite, and they've got a great players around. Juravicius, Selman, and then Kenny Martin is probably one of the top 2 or 3 players in the country that can get them out of anything. So we're going to take it very, very seriously. We absolutely want to go to Happy Valley and make it unhappy. That's the goal. But we are very, very aware of what this opponent is, and the Ohio State. We know what that opponent is as well. It's a big weekend on the road, back to back, East Coast time zone. We're aware of everything.